Nano Dimension Technical Analysis, Fundamental Statistics, along with reviewing my current positions and the price charts. We finally are green on the day. We actually closed negative, but after hours, we're obviously pushing a little bit. Currently, we did break over recently this descending level of resistance. I did say this was going to be acting as a significant level of support in the near term. If we came down and touched it again, which I did not think was going to happen, if the markets could just stay a little bit normal, but no, of course not. They didn't. But today we got, today was good. Last couple of days, no, they have not been good at all. But we did get a bounce off this level, roughly. Obviously the panic at the market open today, that was that did not do good for Nano Dimension. It did present an amazing buying opportunity. Obviously, congratulations to anyone who had bought in at 650, and shame on you if anyone sold there. Shame on you if anyone sold at all, honestly, in my opinion, unless you're swing trading or whatever, day trading, trying to get better entry points, and you're good at that sort of thing and you're confident enough to do that. But as far as the technicals go, let's look at some indicators to see where this may be going short term and the probabilities of them going that way. And of course, I can always be wrong. And these indicators are just, these are just my interpretations of them. Okay, but taking a look at the MACD is the first thing that jumps out at me actually on the 4 hourly. The signal line is going to cross under the MACD line. They are basically about to cross. That is going to be representing some more bullish sentiment for the stock going forward. Taking a look at the relative strength index, we're trading at 36.21. We are pretty oversold. Let's look at the daily, see if we can get any indication. Obviously, the MACD is looking brutal on the daily. Okay, it's not as reactive to price action as the 4 hourly is. When it comes to RSI and the MACD, on daily RSI, we're still at 28.86. We are extremely oversold. Look at this crazy sell-off. Literally, we were almost at $20. Now we're at $7. It's absolutely insane. This stock is extremely undervalued, in my opinion. Look at me. I'm holding the bag of how much. Let's see how much I'm down on Nano Dimension. Okay, now this is a little misleading. Okay, I did get in at $10, and I did take profits. But Nano Dimension, I am down 42%, almost $1,000, which is a lot for an account this size. And I'm down 68% on my call. I'm not really worried at all because I've done the research, I've done the due diligence. I know long term this stock is going to do amazing things, or at least I think I'm very confident that they will. Of course, I can be wrong. But let's look at the Bollinger Bands as well on the daily. This is actually a great indicator. And look at what we're trading at. Look where the middle Bollinger Band is trading at, $12.63. When you see price action go to the top or the bottom band, like let's use this for example. Okay, we're pushing up. The middle Bollinger Band line is right here. We're pushing up. What happens after that? We come back down to it. Okay, now we did get another push. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually you come down and test it. But obviously, eventually we did test it. Okay, so now we have crossed, and we literally got a bounce off the bottom Bollinger Band today, literally. And we also do have, we're going to be seeing some increased volatility, at least compared to, back on the 19th. We are going to be seeing some increased volatility, probably indicated to me by the increasing of the distance between the outside bands, this band and this band. So that is going to be, honestly, that's probably bullish because we're just so undervalued. We're oversold. We're near support. The markets look like they might actually start stabilizing now. Sentiment's very bullish right now, short term at least. After hours we're doing very well. The futures are looking pretty nice for Monday, and of course Mondays are always better than Fridays, or not always, but usually they are. So it's not looking too bad as far as the Bollinger Bands go, and as far as overall, guys, I'm sure you can already tell. Okay, I'm bullish on the stock short term. If the markets can just chill and just not move much, I think we're going to be seeing a really green week next week. Let's look at the daily moving averages. Unfortunately, we did have the 55-day moving average obviously cross above the price action, and it is crossing above the 3 small moving averages. It already crossed above the 13, about to cross above the 15. But guys, we still have the 2 most important golden crosses in my opinion. We have the 200-day EMA below the 55-day and the 200-day EMA below the 15-day moving averages. So those are the 2 most significant golden crosses. We have both of them. We're still in bullish territory. Yes, we're currently in a downtrend, but we're pretty much breaking that downtrend right now. We've already confirmed the breakout, in my opinion. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, we already broke this descending level of resistance that has acted as a significant level going as far back. And if we actually take this trend line here, we can actually extend this a little bit. Okay, not that one. This one right here. If I can grab it, it looks like we may not be able to grab it. Okay, there we go. If we actually extend that, okay, well, I thought we were going to get another touch point there. We almost can, but not exactly. But anyway, guys, this level has been acting as a significant level of resistance. Now we broke out, and we confirmed the breakout, and this as the new level of support. It was a previous level of resistance. Now it is support that is bullish. Obviously, you know, we don't want to see it seeping back into this brutal Great Depression, suicidal, anxiety, depression trend line right here. Just absolute blood in the streets. Those trend lines would suck if we kept in those, obviously, you know. But I'm bullish short term on Nano Dimension. That's what the technicals are indicating to me. I can always be wrong. Taking a look at some institutional ownership and fundamentals, 16% institutional ownership, bullish. Nothing new here, really. Okay, it's about the same. 13% FinViz, according to FinViz, right? ARCQ did sell a little bit. They did sell a little bit yesterday. Okay, now notice the day. Okay, today is the 5th. This is the 4th. We don't know what they did today yet, but yesterday they did sell a fair amount of shares. Usually they don't sell that much, right? I mean, it was a bleeding day yesterday, obviously. They're not, but guys, either way, they're not selling a lot. Okay, they're not selling a lot. And as long as ARK has a significant stake in this stock, it doesn't really matter if they're buying a little bit or selling a little bit, okay? I remember back here, everyone was freaking out when they sold back here, okay? They literally were buying. They were buying at its peak. Look at this. They bought on the day of its peak. That's how bullish they are in the stock. They would not be doing that unless they're bullish. So if you're one of those ARK fanboys or fangirls, I would not be freaking out right now. Taking a look at ARKW. They sold a little bit in this one as well. No, there's nothing to be alarmed of. And then the last ARK fund, they did actually add more shares. Did I say today? They sold a little bit yesterday. Okay, this is yesterday's date. The March 4th. Today's March 5th, and then they added a little bit more on the 3rd and 2nd. Going from the 3rd to the 2nd, they added a little bit more, and then today or yesterday it's the same. Why you should not panic sell? This will be linked. This will be linked in the description. So if you want to go give us a read, this is a story on why panic selling is almost always bad. So if you're one of those people with paper hands, read this, and it may just harden up your hands a little bit and make them a little more diamond, like mine are at least. Okay, I mean you can see I've got diamond hands. Look at this. Okay, look at this. We're doing. My current positions are getting absolutely demolished right now. This is some due diligence for Nano Dimension. This is mostly what you need to know. I mean, this covers a lot of what you need to know. Of course, this is Reddit. Take it for what it is. Just a random person on here. Yeah, it does have a little bit, you know, it doesn't even have that many upvotes, but this will be linked if you want to give it a look. It is fairly good information, in my opinion. Nano Dimension's price targets. March 4th price target. The only price target I was wrong on. The only one. We basically, actually, it really wasn't. I mean, I was wrong technically, but we basically hit it. Okay, it was posted on February 5th. February 10th, we were at 1774. We basically hit it, man. But, you know, nonetheless, I was still wrong. And, of course, I'm not going to cheat my way in saying that was correct. You know, it was wrong. We did not hit $18 since the price targets were posted. That video will also be linked in the description if you want to see the proof on, you know, how I got 6 out of 7 of these price targets right. This one was posted. I posted that one like a little bit after February 5th. But, you know, still, I posted it when it was, you know, way below $7. So Nano Dimensions end of year. Let's look at that. $40 into your bear case, $80 to $100 into your bull case. Everything's at 10 right now. Okay, this is just, yes, we could be getting another Great Depression. The markets could keep slumping. Obviously, they did really good today, but they were down almost 2% today. Yeah, they were down almost 2% today. So, you know, just if the markets keep dumping, we're all going to die. But if they don't, and if they do what they should do, which historically 100% of the time, long term, the markets literally always go up. That is factual. S&P 500, look up S&P 500's historical decade return. It always goes up. So this is, you know, long term, these stocks are going to beat the market easily. They already have beat the market for me personally. So that's what we're looking at. Relevant information in regards to this title is finished now. Feel free to click off if you have more important things to do. This is the part where I will do the stuff that most YouTubers do in the first 5 seconds, plus cool stuff, extra useful information, not exclusive to, but especially for beginners. This one is for the haters. If you don't like the way we do things here, you know, you can comment down your negativity. That's fine. I'm still going to heart your comment. I'm still going to respond. Guys, I tell you all the time, if you don't think we're doing it right, and if you disagree, you know, that's fine. Give me your case. Like, all right, we can have a comment war if you really want one. Fine. Okay. But if you really want to actually make some progress here, just go watch someone else. It's pretty simple. Like, if you don't like the way we do things, Just go find someone who you do like. If you go find someone else that you want to watch. Okay, so there's no point in spreading hate and I mean, it's not really hate. It's just if it's a disagreement, all right, that's fine. I want to hear everyone's opinions. I love free speech personally. So just I want to hear you. I'm never going to remove your comments. The only I do remove like when it's like random link comments. Otherwise, I will never remove your comments. I'm not one to remove stuff that I don't like. So yeah, feel free to disagree, but if you want to hate, feel free, I'm just telling you, I advise you just to go somewhere else, because it's not beneficial for anyone unless it's like a legitimate constructive criticism. That's, I welcome that. Next point, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Buy low, sell high. Essentially, do not be the guy selling Nano Dimension all the way at 650 when you could have just held out for the rest of the day and sold at 8. And I don't recommend selling at 8. Okay, I recommend holding long term on this one. If you have a serious question or suggestion or constructive criticism, like we touched on in that point, brandonballsy.com, that's where you want to send me. If you want me to see your whatever it is if you want me to see your comment, for sure, I will see it and probably respond. If you email me, I will make mistakes, guys. Do not expect perfection from me, yourself, or anyone. Use several brokers. If you want to use Webull, free stocks with them in the description. Our business model, which partly consists of no asking for likes, no asking for subs, no putting ads in the videos, or wasting your time in general. I try to do my best on not ranting. This is the course of the section that I rant all the time, and you're at my mercy if you stay in this section. But success is never going to change that. I promise you. That's my promise to every single one of you guys here in the early days of this channel. By the to the moon, we're doing pretty well. By now, let's check out how we're doing after hours. 8%, almost. I would like to see this holding. I would hope that most of the panic sellers and paper hands have been shaken out at this point. So we'll see if we can hold on to that. Many of the truths we cling to depend on our point of view. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Very, very true quote a lot of the time. You guys, it's not financial advice. Thank you all so much. See y'all in the next one.